Okay. Hey, everybody. Let the good times roll. Okay. I think everything's ready. Good afternoon. Yeah, till Saturday. The energy of the week is like, you know how when you was a kid, you would play Duck Duck Goose, right? And musical chairs. The energy is very much like that. It's fun, it's frolic, good socializing, good networking. And then all of a sudden, all of that socializing, people, exchange, all that energetic exchange is just like, okay, time to recharge. Seriously. Because there's a bigger chance for people to be overly sensitive, okay, is the energy. And then, you could pick your head back up on Sunday and go, mingle lightly. If you go to like religious services and that sort of thing, that would be fine. But yeah, yeah, shoot your shot if you're crushing, things like that. Enjoy the energy. It's very flirty, fun, innocent, childlike. But yeah, they playing Thriller, dun, 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 dun. It's like going into Saturday. That's the energy shift. It's going to feel real sus. So better just to, go for a walk, be only a solo, meditate, do something um, where it doesn't involve a lot of people if you can. I know a lot of folks have family and obligations, but, make it as chill as possible. See, look, the hummingbird and the circle. See, it's the vibe. It's the frequency, right? It's real quick. It's in and out. So really utilize the energy to cultivate new connections or fortify existing ones. You know, look, 26 is an 8 and there's 8, 88. So it's fortuitous energy. What you put out is what you get back, you know? Yeah. It's so funny. I see staff, arrow, and soul retrieval. See what I mean? And then lightning. It's quick. Thunder, quick, and then the spiral. And so, and can be real fleeting is what I'm getting. But opportune for kismet is the energy, serendipitous a little bit, but also it's like them cool kids you meet at summer camp. And this is before like the days of the internet and all that stuff. And you might get a phone number, you might have had an early email or something like that, but it wasn't like that. It wasn't FaceTiming people. But it's like if you stay in touch, wonderful. If not, you'll try to see each other. You know what I mean? Like, but you create good memories, something like that. That's what it's feeling like. Okay, I like it. I like it a lot. Ooh, you might even have chances to fulfill some sort of fantasy. High vibe, high vibe, high vibe. That's all we accepting anyway. Exactly. Yeah, putting them in their place just came out almost in the block position. And so I like that because again, that energy that I feel that comes in on Saturday, you know, could be a little bit more like touchy feely, like it's like that. You know what I mean? Like, so there's caution peeking out, and then there's trash. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty neat. So in a season that could be pretty hostile with Gemini, and there's a little law, if you will. Ooh, look, see, serendipitous. It ain't my business. I'm not here to judge you. Like I said, it's a prime time to be dating. Look, look, yo, they so funny. They so funny. If you get it, you get it. Okay, it says what it says, and then it says coming in after you. Okay, I would be mindful with that energy. Yeah, because red lipstick stain and brainstorming just came out. Oh, ooh, it ain't my business. I don't even touch into that. Do your own research. That's all I'm gonna say. As I cut the deck to investigating. That is not my business. Wow. Hey, if you want, you might catch a good sale on something like that too. I'm just gonna pick them up and put them right there. Look, see, attractive. See, I feel mm, mm, mm. I feel like your hot light on. Some of y'all might just straight up be ovulating, so be mindful. Okay, child. Look, but I also feel like it would be a good time to do, any sort of manifestation in terms of money and abundance. If you are ovulating, use that energy appropriately. Yeah, straight up. Because there's somebody who's on your patootie and it's amplified already, and you may not be quite in the mood to check this person. This card is on the bottom right there, and I don't know if you really want to get involved in those activities because it could lead you to a state of, you know, you know, wanting to put your foot in that pool, and your ancestors like, listen, calm down, because look, you got some obligations to keeping a promise and aligning yourself with the universe. So don't get played because of the energetic manipulations, right? When you really writing, you on that type time, once in a lifetime love story, okay? And somebody really do want to teach you a lesson, because for real, they jelly. And they've been trying to, study you and trying to present you with a situation that would be your worst nightmare. This is crazy. I'm not. Y'all ever just hear these readings and be like, "Wow, I'm not even around those situations like that." But again, I just said this energy can feel very serendipitous, okay? But it's not. So just be mindful that bull is on the prowl, okay? I'm just letting y'all know. Sports, yeah. I feel like, oh, and I see Hayward, right? This is. Mm, mm, mm. Yeah, because I see, look, there's many hands trying to get access to this high vibrational, beautiful, abundant frequency. And it's all about what you give access to, 2 and 6, choices, decision, success, victory, you know. And so don't be duplicating old experiences where you get caught up, everything that appear to be, it ain't always what it looked like, sugar or salt, okay? These people are hungry for your energy, okay? And they really want to know some things, okay? So don't, don't be cautious, okay? I'm getting that Janet Jackson song, like a moth to a flame, burned by the fire. My love is blind, can't you see my desire? That's the way, look. Now you better think about this good ass life. You know what I mean? You comfortable, baby. That spoiled card don't come out for nothing, okay? Okay. Why they playing that? Walk like an Egyptian. What is that the B-52s? Oh my gosh, hold on. See, look, there's a whole snake. No, 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 no. Okay, because I'm slouching on the keyboard. No, that's the bangles. So y'all might want to That's so funny. This person might have a serpent tattoo, or be rocking a serpentine um bracelet, or maybe you do. Maybe it's a charm, maybe it's a ward, something like that. But it's important. I feel like you giving off pharaonic, ancient Egyptian vibes. Okay, like the energies potent, potent, potent. Hold on. Yeah, look at this. Look, look, look. See, it's test time. Why you always gotta say the same motherfucking demons? I'm sorry, but you ever just get tired, boss? Yes. Yeah, it's testing you to see if your defenses are low. If you are tired, I'm trying to tell you they coming. They coming for your goodie bags. Okay. I'm telling you right now, this and whatever and whoever this is a real temptation. Okay. It's a real temptation. Is this thing on? Is this thing on? It's a rip. Listen, you going to listen. I feel like you gonna be immediately on defense. The moment this arrives, you're gonna be like, I smell a setup. Nope. Look, it, look. You just like I'm just minding my. See how that double eight energy? Look, there's that tower. You like, man, I'm over here minding my business, my p's and q's, you know. And look, you just trying to. And here come the universe, like for really. Like I know, babe, but I gotta test you one more time. I know, sir. I gotta test you one more time before. Look, and this is really what it is. Moon, Seven of Swords. It really is some new levels, new devils type energy, light workers, Knight of Swords. Yeah, boss. I know, I know, I know. It's crazy, but this made me feel like this is a spiritual entity that like the body hop, like the body hop. Yeah. See, look, it's a test. It's a test. I feel like it's gonna be obvious to you, but again, you might really need to collaborate with this individual, one of these people, and they might come at you like a young MA song. You're gonna be like, why you speaking to me sexually? Something like that. So there's gonna be the need for you to have very strong boundaries, because I'm telling you, this person is gonna be in your wheelhouse, and you're gonna be like, it's gonna be difficult. I'm trying to tell you, man. Five of Swords, Nine of Cups. I can't even. They never done. I promise you that you get a little, time out for a swords. You get a little rest and recuperation, right? To prepare yourself. Three of Wands, Knight of Wands, for what's coming next. Look, Ace of Pentacles and the Star. When I tell you new levels, new devils, right? Every time you ascend, every time you reach a new threshold, all that shit. That's what this is, right? Look, Four of Cups, Empress, Three of Cups, right? Ten of Pentacles. Yeah. Again, I feel like you're gonna have to collaborate with this person intellectually, because I keep seeing this. Right. See. So you need to know this person could be an air sign, but I'm. This is. Oh, look. This is what I mean. Some of y'all gotta go like through a Tales from the Crypt type of episode in life. You gotta learn some shit about these attacks. Okay? Knight of Cups, Ace of look, yeah. Somebody gotta teach you some stuff. Some of the I'm telling you, oh my gosh, okay. So this divine masculine is a divine masculine, but they have certain uh tools, darker occultic tools. Okay, this I'm telling you, this is not a sexual relationship. This person gonna come at you like that, but y'all gonna get this right. And so there's gonna be this energy of, oh, you must be my new student. See this parenting card right there, folks. Right. So right, you gonna be this person's student. They're there to enlighten you in an oxymoron sort of way to the dark side. Okay? Yeah. So just be prepared. See? Three of Pentacles, Magician. This is what they're there to do. They're there to educate you in entry level. It, it ain't my business. It ain't my business on why. But I just saw the Fool and the Page of Wands. This is part of it, okay? So I don't know if this person a root worker, etc., etc. I'm not here to judge you. I'm just giving you a heads up. So all of this could take place during this next 48 hours where you encounter this person. Okay, Spirit is giving you the heads up of heads up of heads up because it's going to be a little difficult because this person is practicing all sorts of charms. You understand me? Like they got shit on them that manipulate energy and people um to giving them what they want is what I'm getting, okay? And so this energy of putting them in their place, like this person is almost gonna get past your defenses, and you're gonna be like, "What in the Sam hell is that?" And that's gonna be your red flag, okay? That's gonna be your red flag, okay? Like this is all part of this next ascension. Child, even when I just fuck around, see, yeah, okay. Yeah. You protect it, but I'm gonna tell you right now, up your protection. Listen, you got some sort of talisman award you've been working with, put it on. Don't go out the next 48 hours without it, okay? Because see, they like, hey, shorty, on and popping. You going the energy, this person gonna like you gonna but they definitely a teacher. Okay. World Hierophant. Just yeah, this person, yeah. Showing up, King of Pentacles. Right. You might really pop fly with this person. Oh yeah. That's interesting. Okay. Hold on. Yeah, so just I see like I'm in the vibe of somebody literally sitting in their vehicle, right? And like they looking out the car, like you parking, you scanning, like you look up and you ever just see trouble, like mm, mm. Like one of them where you like have to have a mini like conversation with your spirit guides, like what we doing today? Like y'all we playing out the gate, cause and flesh whatever, but you like that's crazy. It's that sort of experience where you just gonna be like mm. Like somebody out your dream type shit put in the flesh, like yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, you just this could happen while you on your way to work. I'm getting because I just saw the Eight of Pentacles. Like, like, like we doing. Like you just having a whole fucking moment. It's something like that. I'm telling you, a whole moment. Like, yo, this one of them things where you gonna be like, I told you, this person is like something out of your dream. This is wild, and like you gonna be like, damn, do I just do I just go home? Like, I want to go back to bed. Like, uh, but it's a carpe diem situation because again, I saw divine feminine, divine masculine, but it's not romantic. If it turned that way, that's not what I'm getting right now. So you might want to hump your brakes because it's going to that yo. It's a strong. I know what happened in the dream. I'm not playing. I already know. I see. We not child. Look, it was. I know. Look, it was so real. Yeah. Listen, y'all gotta start off as friends. Like seriously, because of the student teacher. I know I'm being repetitive, redundant, whatever, but I cannot stress this enough. Okay, because there's a destined aspect to this. Okay. Whew. Like it's mm. This person is acutely aware of the intersection between you beyond the dream state, okay? And so it's gonna feel crazy. The energy gonna feel like you're not gonna really feel connected to the earth right now. Four of Swords, Two of Wands, full energy. Like there's an energy of autopilot, divine femme, like energy. You gonna really need to you're gonna be walking on sunshine, but you're gonna have to get grounded. I feel like it's you got a lot of power. It's in overdrive right now. That it's that summertime shit. You know what I'm talking about. You like, bitch, it's flossing season. Wheel of Fortune chariot. Like, man, you just walking out the house just on power broker energy. Like, not kidding, ma'am. Yes, you are. You are. You already know the energy you got, like raising the motherfucking dead right now. Lord have mercy. Yes, you, ma'am. I seen it. I seen it. Like you flame on, drag on, you now. Yeah, so they like you gonna have to do something with all this. Maybe that's why they was telling you about going shopping, for something that looked like this. Not my bit, for real. Not. You might, seriously, because you gotta, you gotta tone it down a little bit. Like that sacral energy is charged all the way up. Not me. You got, they like, damn. Please don't play too short. I'm not singing too short, but if you know, you know. I'm leaving it alone. Yeah, yeah, man. They don't know what that thing do. Skulking and scheming, looking double. Like, they like that energy though. I feel like this is part of the reason why you have to have this education from this masculine. Because there's an aspect, I guess, of cloaking is what I'm getting. But hey, yeah. No, they're going to teach you how to fight demonic forces. I'm not even joking. Five of Wands to the devil. Yeah. Because light is beautiful. It really is. But intellectually speaking, there is an education that must happen in both directions. Because naivety is dangerous. Okay. Plus, some of you wanted this. And those of you, intellectually speaking, not by practice, that's who I'm talking to for real, for real. Like you've been praying about it, contemplating it. How do you do it safely, etc., etc., etc. And so, right. I like how that sex shop card just, it's like, I hope you don't run into this person at one of these places. Ooh. Yeah, no, for real. I just saw that Seven of Pentacles, um, Knight of Wands. They saying you need to invest in something. It ain't my bit. I'm telling you, oh my word. Yeah, yeah. I cannot believe they talking like this right now. It's been a minute since they've been, yeah, but no, for real. They like you got to do something to balance all this feisty, zesty energy you running around, and because like for real, Five of Wands, Five of Swords, like you could just, you asking for it. Like you, that's the energy you putting off with that two of wands. Like, like you. I just saw the five of pentacles, right? Because like, listen, you about to run into the right one, and they gonna be like, "Oh, word! Like I know what you need. Like, yo, calm down, okay? It ain't. I don't like the situation right now. I'm gonna need y'all to behave. I really, really am. Yeah. You're wound a little too tight. Four of Pentacles, Temperance. Okay. I feel like it's obvious. You ain't getting no, not really rolling stuff. All right, what else do we need to know about this upcoming? Because it's like, look at all them hands though. Look, they just your circle of light. Yo, you might feel like a Madonna song, like Red Light, and you feel like you just got paid, and I feel like I just got home, and I feel, and I feel, and I feel, and I feel. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Whew. Look, look, look. Yo, what's that Kira song? Gold. Yo, when I say a bunch, that's all them hands. Look at Ten of Pentacles. It's a bunch of people right around you trying to like, what's up, little mama? What's up? Look, these young boys like, man, I got what you need. I'm mad. It's not my. I don't like it because I'm trying to be a professional. But Knight of Wands, Ace of Wands, okay? They like, mm, mm, mm. Death card to the King of Cups. Oh my gosh. Please, please, please. With the no, we're not doing them references. This person's name could have, their name could be Chris. Their last name could be Brown. I am, because I'm getting another Chris Brown reference, and I ain't trying to. I ain't trying to. Lord have mercy. Okay. No, for real. Knight of Swords. You got quite a few people trying to holler at you, putting off very affluent, abundant energy. You never have too. Well, I guess you can't have too much water, but you know what I mean. The energy's shifting because on a lighter note, the universe is like, listen, you have paid your dues when it comes to, dealing with your inner work, your shadow work, so to speak. You've done your best to really go inside and to understand what it is that you were attracting and things like that. So it's a very opportune time to, you know, explore, explore. Because I feel like now you're in the energy of attracting people who are very much focused on legacy and longevity, Ten of Pentacles energy. Right. And so because of that, Two of Cups, Queen of Cups, right. You have literally done the work to fix the imbalances and balance the priorities. And so this universe is letting you know now you are truly ready to go out there and explore new love. You're going to be very, very surprised at how quickly people are going to be drawn to you. Now that's funny because I normally don't interpret the Eight of Swords as a positive, but I feel like the Tower is there to burst through that damsel energy of needing rescuing, etc., because again, you have balanced yourself. And so that, right, that is like, yes, A1. And so they're like, now you'll be able to identify people who are strategically coming towards you with their own MO. But like I said, now you're going to be attracting people who have the same level of ambition, determination for you guys' future. Yes. Yes. Again, I really do feel like you paid your dues. Like for real. For real. For some of you, you actually have a chance to, we'll just say, take a gander with someone you might have had history with. Like you and this person have spent some time apart. Devil, Chariot, Wheel of Fortune, Five of Pentacles, Eight of Cups. There's the Four of Wands, right? And so I feel like all parties, for those of you who are entertaining people who you know are in alignment, right? Who've been equally balancing themselves, doing the work. It wasn't a hostile sort of thing. It's more like, we need to be focused on ourselves right now. Like it's our time, something like that. And so there is an actual chance for that to come back together. But for the majority of people, I feel like you did everything required in healing yourself, your own toxicities, just whatever it is. You know what I mean? All that, again, that weird shadow work that needed to be done. And so now that you've successfully, um, done what you needed to do, you know, and it close out those old cycles, now the divine is like, okay, I'm going to bring two people who are at the same level, who are equally yoked together. And that is in mind, body, and soul. These are, I'm truly getting dreams coming true. Like, again, different energy, not normally interpreted, but Three of Swords, Nine of Swords, Ten of Cups. And so, again, I'm getting happy tears of joys, like dreams coming true, wish fulfillment. Spirit knows you've been very patient and they've been watching you, diligently plug away. And I mean that. There's the Page of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles, High Priestess, right? You have truly stayed the course. Four of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, Sun card, Nine of Cups, Temperance. Right. Even down to the point of balancing karmic debts due to participation and darker energies, not just in one's youth, but also previous incarnations is what I'm getting. And so that's actually amazing energy. And so they're like, hey, get out there, mix and mingle, you know what I mean? Enjoy yourself and see what beautiful opportunities come for this. You know what I mean? You're not codependent. You know what I mean? You're equally capable and you bring just as much in your own unique way. Okay? That's really what I'm getting. Oh yeah, they definitely like get outside. Six of Swords, Eight of Cups, get outside. Do a little mix and mingling by day. Do a little mix and mingling in the early evening. Just do your thing, okay? Get out there. Use the next two 2 days, 3 days to your advantage. Okay, they want you to have a gay old time in terms of happy. If that's your choice and lifestyle, I'm not just telling you. I'm hearing the Flintstones. Like, you might check out a dive bar. Like what? Because I don't know any comparison to that. Is there like a Flintstones exhibit? I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. Some of y'all, if you got somebody's number and you've been waiting on the right time to give them a call, this is the right time. Okay? This This is the right time. Okay? Shoot your shot. You single? Don't hold yourself back. Right. And, okay. I'm gonna pick these up. I'm on airplane mode. Don't need no drama. I rebuke that energy. If they engage in that, then that's what they get. Okay. What else will we? Oh, upside down. Interesting. Okay. Okay, so this makes me feel like my little black sheeps. You recently raised your frequency. Okay. You are, just to stick with the theme of the hummingbird, right? They travel very, 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 very vast distances. I think they might have the longest flight path of any bird this size. Maybe any bird, period, but I'm certain any bird that size. But anyway, we got to go to where we're called. You know what I mean? Like, birds have like this magnetic thing that, guides them to where they need to go. And a lot of people within the collective are very much led very intuitively, very spiritually. Like, and so if that required you to venture, whether metaphorically, literally, whatever it is, spiritually, believe, whatever. This has led to wonderful pursuits for you, but a lot of strange animosity um between you and your family, your people you potted in here with. And it's so funny, right? Because these people are supposed to be in your inner circle, right? These are the people who were supposed to love, care, support, nourish, right? They're supposed to have a hand in your development. But if it seems as though as you have pursued your own calling, right? And it's so funny, like Jim, meeting someone, doing more, you know what I mean? Doing more. Right. And it's so funny because I'm looking at Born to Shine, that's you collective, right? You got to go your own way. These people did something very recently, right? Because they're a little jelly of your lifestyle because you chose obedience, right? And it's beneficial in a lot of ways. Like your life is probably very peaceful. Things happen around you, but they're not really happening to you. You seem to be, out of the fray for the most part. You know what I mean? Not saying the enemy doesn't come because that's not the same thing, but for the most part, your life's really, really good. Like you're content, right? It's beautiful. And so these people attempted to do something, right, that was supposed to destroy you, right? They sent something after you that was supposed to crush you. And I do feel as though there was a huge thing, right? Caution is here. They were cautioned not to pursue you in these sorts of destructive ways, right? these people know that your new beginning does not include them. And so, better for them to do things to make you smaller, suppress you, right? Right? Because of this caution, right? Maybe you cautioned them, maybe you put them in their place. And so they thought, how do they say down south? They thought it not robbery to betray you, right? They thought it was like something out of a movie, something they scripted, and it all designed, right, to topple you, to burn you down, get rid of you, right? Look, because you probably kicked these people to the curb in your I gotta be free, I gotta be me energy, right? And I feel like way before you checked anybody else, you definitely checked yourself, right? And in that process of knowing yourself, it's very easy to see when people harbor ill will. Okay? Bad choice for these right? Look, these people try to do things to control you, to navigate and narrate your story, all because of this. I told you, it's just because you surrendered and you live a lifestyle that they too would like to live, but they're not willing to walk the path, venture on that journey to get to that place, whatever that is individually, right? So now look, now they head down, they embarrassed. I feel like you could also see these people get some form of karma over this next week for some reason or another. It was all a waste of time. Look, and they wonder why you ran away from them. It's a shame. Look, this is why you took such a strong stance on those dynamics, on those relationships, it seems. And whatever they thought they were making up, it didn't play out that way, but already knowing the two. Yeah, somebody really is going to let you know something. This is so funny. In their field, setting the record straight, there's that envy, and here's the police. Someone's going to alert you about these people and their antics. There's some evidence. Don't tell me this whole time y'all been being protected from your own family. And they was really expecting you to take them with you. Yeah, look, in the front, putting on a show. Ooh, ooh, child. Yeah, I just saw defending yourself, standing one's ground. Interesting. Okay. Okay. Thank God God gave you wings, right? Someone's going to be exposed for, we'll just say, if you've ever had an inclination of an inappropriate relationship between an ex and a family member, you're going to get some sort of confirmation. I hope that's just for one person or no people, but if I'm saying this for somebody, right, you've been cut this person off. You know what I mean? He was like, mm, mm. Right. That's wow. That's what I said. There's something here that was designed to destroy you, shatter you, but you don't care. But see, judgment, you've been awakened to the BS. You surrender all of that. You really did. Wow. Look, and the moon came out not quite in the block position. Like you had your suspicions. Right. And it says here, The moon eight is number 18, reduces down to a 9, right? Which is in alignment with this year, secrets being revealed, right? It is all about completion and selflessness. So, right, this hummingbird energy that the collective is in, right, has more to do with selflessness. And again, the surrendering the flesh, like surrendering to the divine, whatever your path, your purpose is, right? And it's like, even though this may come out, I feel like this has already been revealed to you with judgment coming out beforehand. Like, you may not have had proof, but I feel like the Lord had already like revealed this information to you. Part of what made, this, retracting and, pulling your inner circle even tighter. It looked like it's just you in the middle, taking your navigation from the divine. Right. Look, double sevens. I feel like this happened a long time ago. I really, really do. This person was just like one of many of the people your ex was sleeping with. It don't even matter to you. And I mean that because he was in King of Wands energy. Again, Six of Cups. All of a sudden, somebody was like, I was reminiscing and da 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 da. And look, Four of Cups. Look, Eight of Cups. Like, somebody really wants you to feel the way they feel. Because I feel like whoever your ex is, they don't mess with this person no more. And they really want to spread their little misery around. Look, you don't care. Look, when I say you involved with spirit, solo, dolo, like, you don't care about this ex. Like, you really on some Two of Cups, Magician, Ten of Pentacles, Hierophant, Justice energy. Like, you could care less about that. And look, there was the Knight of Pentacles behind it. You can care less about this world. Like, you good. You don't care. Right. You look at this person as someone that you encountered when you were in a lower vibrational state, when you didn't love yourself, when you were into codependency and self-destructive behavior and materialism, and you recognize that the relationship was very toxic. It was there to teach you. Wow. Like, you about to hit this person like from a complete healed, I go to therapy, the temperance, Eight of Wands energy, like, I have moved on, chariot energy. Like, so whatever they thought they were going to be able to do, Ten of Swords, with this harmful information, it's not going to have the desired effect. And all it's going to show is this person came to you thinking they were wielding some sort of power with the Two of Wands here, right? Thinking this little strategy of theirs they had concocted over all this time and all these years later, because it's been many years, um, right? And it's just going to show that this person um, really does need to heal, and that they are just like you were when you were young and immature and codependent and self-destructive, and it's just going to be one hell of a karmic tell for whomever this family member is of yours. This, they could have stayed with y'all in the same house. Ten of Cups, Four of Wands, the Empress. You could have been very generous to this person. Very benevolent is what I'm getting. Maybe this was vacation or something like this. For real. Yeah. Again, you had your inclination. This person could be watching you. What a shame. Your high priestess. They practice some dark shit. Yeah, whatever success they have, they've gotten it through very dark, dark means. Yeah, this person could even be lying, to be like for real, for real. Like, they could have actually came on to your ex, and they could have been rebuffed all this time, but they want to try to spin it. There could have been some weird communication, but it was like breadcrumby energy. Somebody realized that somebody was just trying to like get you back for something. It was real petty, very immature. Hmm. Yeah, I feel like Spirit showed you the treachery in a dream. I feel like you don't even talk to this person no more. Could be a Pisces, could be an Aries. Interesting. Okay. it's so funny because I feel like this person, you know, back and forth about this Ten of Swords. Wow. Eight of Cups. I feel like if this person really thought about it and you don't talk to them anymore, like right when it happened, Ten of Swords, the worst that could happen, you Eight of Cups them. Doesn't it let them know that you know something? Queen of Swords, right? Somebody need to practice some fucking discernment. Like somebody was crystal clear. Look, that somebody was in some Knight of Cups energy. That's so funny. Look, thinking you don't know. Look behind your back at that Two of Swords. Look, you know what they was up to? Look, somebody was acting real fucking smug when it happened too. It's a Pisces, Nine of Cups. Look, Ten of Cups, right? And you was like carefree. I don't give a fuck. Okay, that's the devil, devil, star. This person is a destined nemesis for you. Look, Seven of Swords. Exactly. The devil is a liar. I told you this person needs to heal. That's all you feel about them. That's so funny. Look, that they need to do some work. Look. Mm, mm, mm. That's a shame. Mm, mm, mm. Yeah. Yeah, they really do need to spend some time on themselves in the shadow trenches. Wow. Poor people. This is the big secret. I don't feel like it's a secret. Maybe you considered this person like family at a point. Maybe you warned somebody about your cutoff game with destroyed, shattered. Yeah, look, death. Look, hangman. Look at that shit. So all this person did was sacrifice y'all's what friendship or something to be a dirty little secret moon Queen of Wands because somebody showed them some attention after y'all was ended. Six of Wands world. That's crazy. But you already knew this person. Look, Hermit, you saw that this person was emotionally disturbed. Look, um, Seven of Cups, Nine of Wands. Somebody off. Look, and they all jealous because of look. Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands, the lovers. See, you was off on a new adventure any fucking way. You didn't care. Four of Wands, Two of Wands, Fool, Two of Cups, Sun card. Wow, Ace of Pentacles. Wow. Yeah, you didn't care about yo. That shit's so funny. Oh my gosh. Hey y'all. Hey Ray Ray. That shit's so funny. Look how crushed this tire. Look, that's crazy. Okay. So that's brewing, y'all. Look, they just giving you a little heads up. So the police. It's a fake ass apology. Somebody just wants you to feel some kind of way. It was a bad choice on their end. Listen, some shit you should just take to the grave because I know you got played. I see it in the cards. So what's the point in telling whomever you want to talk to about anything when it doesn't matter? It's inconsequential. You got what you wanted, right? Who cares? Look, it's a strong warning because I feel like somebody gonna get laughed at. I got a lot of humor building, and I'm trying to keep my composure. Look, interesting. That's very different. Very, 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 very different. Somebody's in the public eye, and I feel like even though it says investigate and like with the other cards, like it's making me feel like There's somebody looking into you who's in the public eye in some capacity. It's giving stalker energy, but they have like a private eye background. The police are aware of this. So listen, ladies, if you're at home and you got a piece, keep it on you. Yeah, because I feel like somebody may try to test the waters. I don't like that. But if you see anything that seems off, call the police. I'm telling you now. See, look. If anything seems off, see, call immediately. Some of y'all need to be mindful of potentially a fake cop in y'all environment because fake friends is on the bottom here. Somebody could be about to go on a date. Be careful with someone who says they're law enforcement. They're lying. They're absolutely lying. If you go on a date with somebody who says they're a cop and you got a license to carry, carry. Yeah, careful. Mm, mm, mm. Okay. I don't like it. Yeah. I also see a false allegation here. That's wild. Yeah, there could be a masculine around you in some capacity that I'm getting animosity. This person could have already tried to involve the police in some way, shape, or form. But this person could say that you pulled your weapon on them. Be careful. Like somebody's definitely watching. There's law enforcement watching. But I'm also seeing, like I said before, there's somebody who's really knucking futs. And I feel like they're well known. So if you got like the Citizen app or some shit like that, you might want to tap in the world moon. Right. This person could be acting real crazy coming tonight. Yeah. Oh, I'm really getting like if you go, I'm telling you, if you going out or something like that, you need to pay attention, ladies. Right, because there is somebody on the loose. And I'm not liking that energy. Queen of Wands, Death, Eight of Wands, Five of Swords, King of Swords. You understand? Pay attention if there's some weird shit, okay? Because somebody, they look different, right? Than how they really behave. Like they look okay on the outside, but something really wrong with them on the inside. Like they mental is off. Yeah. And I'm keep getting that there is a man who does not look homeless, but he is not what you think. Pay attention. And I'm not saying that there aren't decent people on the street. And I saw a YouTube thing about that a few years ago about a woman in Europe somewhere. That's a different story. This feels like you need to pay attention. Ooh. Anyway, how long have I been on here? Okay. I was trying to keep it light, but I can't help but come out. That's right around the new moon. That's so funny. Hmm. I also get this energy of go to where you're appreciated, okay? There could be plenty of places to stop and to go and all of that. But there's this energy of go to where you are appreciated, where you can relax. Like if you got a favorite, um, we'll say local restaurant, bar, and you're good there. There's no need for pretense over the next couple days. Go to where you are appreciated. Don't go to where it's going to be chaos and people there to show off, and that's not the vibe, okay? Yeah. And I feel like somebody could really try to be insistent and like, I want to go here. Like, you might really need to stand your ground on that because it's going to be some bullshit at that other location, okay? I'm just telling you now. You're like, don't you want to relax? Don't you want to be? Don't you want to be able to be comfortable? Like, where you going to be treated like a goddess? You know, where they cater to you, they make you feel like you home. Like, it's something like that. They may not want to go, but I will offer the idea anyway because, again, this energy, it's a lot of forces, okay? Oof. I like that too, though, because that looked like the light and the dark collaborating together, which is beautiful cosmic balance energy. But that's that next phase. Yes. You're going to see. Wow. Wow. Overwhelmingly, look. Overwhelmingly, this duality, this balance, loving it. Man, beautiful. Yep. Things are going to be more alchemical for you if you know what I mean. Alrighty, alrighty, alrighty. All right, guys, I'm going to go. I love you. I just want to touch base with you. I don't want to drag it on too long, but please use this energy to get out and mix and mingle. If you missed the first part of this reading, go back and watch. Yeah, okay. Love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Be well, okay? But remember, sit your asses home come Saturday on some see no evil, speak no evil, hear no evil, okay? Love you, bye.